And you were saying that this is a small community, and I was like, how small is it? You know, because I was curious about that. It's about 20 square miles in Kerrville, and the estimated population, the last hard count was like 20,000 residents, but they think that maybe since that time in 2015, it's grown to like 30,000. So a very small community with devastating impact with these significant losses in the hundreds.
Yeah, we've looked at, you know, kind of what we've seen over really the country with some extreme conditions over the last couple of months in, I mean, across the country.
Across the country. Several different states have had flooding. Even southern Indiana had some flooding. We have some video coming up, I think in the 6 o'clock of some flooding that we had down to the south. We've been lucky that we haven't had infrastructure really damaged by flooding. We've had some crop fields. You probably still notice as you're driving around, there's some spots that are a little bit bare due to the flooding we had in the spring, but it hasn't been that bad. And we haven't had a drought either, so we're trying to thread the needle here in Indiana.
Are, really well.
But you were talking about a lot of the folks helping, and a lot of those were Hoosiers. We had a lot of Hoosiers go down to Texas. We got a lot of connections between Indianapolis and Texas. This morning we've got a little bit of rain, but we're not tracking flooding, so that's some good news. Some hit or miss showers and even a few downpours. It's really coming down in Jay County, but this cell's coming towards Ohio here next. We've got a few light rain showers coming in around Lake Monroe, especially on the south side of the lake. And then we still have the scattered showers north of Indy, and then from West Lafayette into Lafayette, right around the Purdue campus this morning, Clinton County, parts of Carroll County, and then even Howard County finally getting in on a little bit of that rain. One of our biggest cells, though, is sitting right over Hamilton County. It's left Carmel for the most part, other than a couple of sprinkles, but it's coming down at Ruoff and Noblesville. Lapel, the rain's picking up, kind of getting skimmed there in Fortville. Pendleton, we've got some good rain. In Anderson, look out there in central Madison County. This downpour is coming to you, and it could probably track towards Muncie in the next 45 to 60 minutes. The good news I have for you today, though, will be that the heat and humidity have taken a little bit of a punch over the past 24 hours. Most of it is still in southern Indiana, and we're kind of cut off there near Bloomington. So we still have a little bit of the humidity, although it is a lower for us too in Bedford and in Seymour. But if we can keep this front to the south, we should have a nicer day today. I mean, it's going to be warm. We're going to be in the mid 80s, but the humidity will be slightly lower. And with the front to our south, it's really going to help keep afternoon and evening rain chances farther to the south as well. Most of us, I think, are going to squeeze by fine. In fact, if you had to pick a day for the nicest weather this week, it could be today. Now, we are starting off with some extra clouds this morning and a couple of those showers. We've had a few sprinkles in downtown, but most of the heavy rain has been north of Broad Ripple and north of Meridian Hills. We're sitting at 72 in Indianapolis and a lot of upper 60s and low 70s pretty much statewide. This afternoon, though, rain chances go really low. There's only a 20% chance, so most of the time we'll be tracking a good mix of clouds and some sun. I'm not sure if we go completely sunny, but we'll have a good mix of the clouds and sunshine throughout the day. We just have to get the rain showers out first. So it's going to be a gray start out there this morning. Rain showers will leave, and then we should have a pretty nice afternoon other than a spotty shower. So if you're headed downtown to Gamebridge for the 3-point contest skills challenge, it's WNBA All-Star Weekend here for today and tomorrow. We're looking pretty good. Different story, though, tomorrow. But for tonight, also, Symphony on the Prairie. Should be a nice one out there. A little lower humidity, a little bit better than the last time we had. We had Disney in concert last weekend. But your Saturday, look at this lineup. The actual All-Star game is there at 8:30 on Saturday in the evening, and we've got widespread storms. I think the highest chance for storms will be in the afternoon and early evening. There could be a downpour in the morning or two, but then we really get things active later in the day, and it's that line of storms that could produce some gusty winds over the state that we'll really have to watch. There could be a lot of lightning with these storms too. After about 7, 8 o'clock, just as we're getting close to All-Star game, I think a lot of these storms will fade, but we'll still have to keep a chance for an isolated shower or two. So we'll watch your Saturday very closely, but there's a good 80% chance you're going to get wet with some rain and storms at times. There will be some dry time too, but there will be storms. And then once we get these storm chances a little bit lower next week, the heat is on in a big way. Let's talk about traffic this morning. This one is just coming in. We don't have too many details yet. We're going to take you to Tippecanoe County where we have the rain out there this morning. This is State Road 26. This is one of the exits you could take, one of the first ones coming to Lafayette from the south side from Indianapolis. You're looking southbound though, so these taillights are headed south towards Frankfort and Indianapolis. Headlights headed north. It looks like part of the on-ramp might be shut down a little bit, but then some more of the debris from the accident still kind of blocking some of the lanes. So we're going to watch this on the east side of Lafayette pretty closely. It is raining there right now. It is also raining in Fishers. Good morning for the Tigers, and they're towards Hamilton Southeastern. The Royals this morning. We're getting wet. We won't get wet for much longer. We're going to get the shower out of here, and then we've got a really nice forecast today. But coming up, we'll talk more about the storms that are potentially on the way for the weekend.